Much like me, it weighs almost nothing. I'm tall and lean and very bored. And I'm sad. I'm very sad and I don't know why. Maybe Dad knows. Maybe that's why he's brought me shopping. The book isn't a normal book, not like the one you're holding. Huge, delirious letters proclaim that it's a choose-your-own-adventure story. The cover is a brazen, late 70s style mishmash of tropes. The sinister gardener lurking in the corner, the big-chinned hero detective floating up near the title. It's like a movie poster, I think to myself, turning it over in my hand. A movie poster on a book. What a world. Dad is eyeing me from across the store. He's wearing an expression one wears when hoping not to startle a deer. I open the book, that heady new book smell reaching my nose almost instantly, and I'm worried that after years of completely bouncing off the written word, this book will offer me nothing. I have ADHD, you see. My brain just sort of wanders off after a few pages whenever I try to read. I enjoy the first few pages, the promise the books hold, but then I fear that the ADHD will take control yet again. ADHD, Attention Deficit Hyperactivity Disorder. Ever tried to wrestle with ADHD? Imagine your brain, your focus, your drive, your attention as a plume of smoke. Got it? Thick, cloying, sweet smoke swirling churlishly around your head. Now, imagine someone standing in front of you. They're waving. You should probably wave back. There we go. Now you're both waving. And what's that he's holding? A big glass bottle. He's handing it to you. He's seen something shiny and run off after it. Just you and the bottle now, kid. Now do me a favor, would you? Try to get the smoke back into the bottle. No, I'm serious. That's what having ADHD is like. 11-year-old me, God, I'm adorable, looks up at Dad again. See how hopeful he is? He wants me to read the book, I can tell. He wants me to make an effort. When I was a kid, my dad was a cop. He's not a cop at this point, mind you, he's a firefighter. And as I stand there in the bookstore, walls of great works towering around me, and my dad's great works practically wafting off him like a highway mirage, I wonder what it must be like for a person like him to have a kid like me. Because it's bizarre growing up with a larger-than-life father, let me tell you. Dad spent years in general duties, which just means he was a regular beat cop, in uniform, patrolling the streets and relentlessly pursuing leads. Then he headed to forensics. You know, all the really gory stuff. Corpses, fingerprints, trace evidence, digging up bodies, autopsies, snappy one-liners. A weird career path, to be sure, but Dad's a weird guy. He's walked over now, trying to act casual, so I humour him and begin to lazily peruse the book he handed me. And there, right there, on the second page is... wait. A choice. This book is going to let me choose. If my idiot brain wants to run away with itself and pursue leads, pursue what-ifs, run down forgotten alleyways, the book will actually encourage it. Unlike regular books and real life, this story in my hands encourages do-overs. I look up at Dad, wonder in my eyes. Is real police work like this? I ask, holding the tiny paperback aloft. Dad looks down at me, smiles, a smile which, upon reflection, is a little too sad to burden a kid with, and says, "No, mate. If I made a mistake when I was a policeman, I had to live with it." Dad takes the book from me and kind of tunes out for a moment, clearly thinking something over. I just sort of watch the guy, holding the book in his hands, thinking. He looks around the store, smiles at me, and heads to the counter. He pulls out a huge leather wallet, distended from 1,000 compressed business cards crammed inside, draws out a crinkled note, smooths it, and hands it to the cashier. She rings up the purchase, and Dad hands me the book in a brown paper bag. Then we head home. Because of the unique yet exhausting way my brain works, you're going to have to keep up with my ricocheting between the present and the past. Now, it's 26 years later and my folks live somewhere else. But it's okay. We're still home. They're home. We're currently standing outside my parents' cozy little apartment. They've lived here for a touch over a year, and it's so immaculate, so carefully curated and stacked with artisanal, minimalist pieces of design and art that you'd be forgiven for thinking you're standing in a film set. Let's head on in. You can leave your shoes on, just don't drag any mud in.